you and the boys seeing out there on the ice?
Well, obviously we put up 35 shots tonight. Weren't able to find a way to put the puck in. I think we did everything but that tonight. A few posts here and there. I think we easily could have won that game if we found a way to score. And even defensively, we were really good. They didn't get much 5-on-5, and that's what gave us success offensively. We just weren't able to score.
Grammer mentioned that he saw some similarities between where you guys sit now and where you were last year against Allen. Having come back, from 3-0 deficit, how does that experience help you guys?
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, we always look into a playoff series. It's one game at a time, and that's been our mentality really all year. And really now we have nothing to lose. It's one period at a time, and we've been talking about it all game, all series. We've just kind of been echoing the same message that we got to stay up, find a way to get back into the series. There's no, magical formula to win 4 games in a row. So it's just, like I said, one period, one game at a time. And I think we all have that mindset, and we'll figure it out.
All right, Coach. So first off, thoughts on the game?
I thought that was about as close to a 60-minute effort. High compete, high battle. The only thing we missed was some finish. I thought we outchanced them 5-on-5. I thought both special teams were good and didn't get rewarded. I thought the power play generated some great looks and momentum and didn't get rewarded. And then I thought the penalty kill did a great job, and then they get stung as well. So that's one of those ones where overall, I thought that was about as good as a team could play without have nothing to show for it. And that's the frustrating part, but at the end of the day, there's positives to take from that. If we weren't, in a hockey game, or if we weren't in a series, you would know. But we've been right there every step of the way, and there's no panic in our room. Obviously, it's a big hole to climb out of, but you just have to be happy about your next period of hockey.
You climbed out of no 3-hole last year. Just how tough is that to do?
Well, that's what I told our guys. I said, there's actually similarities in the feeling, and I've been in other situations where it's probably not there, but we've been in situations similar, like you referred to last year. Of course it's tough. It takes an elite focus, an elite mindset. But I thought today's game was the first step to almost pushing through, because, like I said, there wasn't a guy who didn't play his heart out tonight. Our possession was there, our attack, we had numbers around the net, and the only thing that was lacking was a little finish at the end, and it wasn't for being a second late on pucks or bad positioning. We have to fight through a few bad bounces, and that's just the nature of the beast right now.
What do you guys have to do to get those finishes, just getting the puck on net still? Or?
Yeah, but when you look at it, we had some great looks today. They're a stingy team. You're not going to expose them for odd man rushes up and down the ice, just like we didn't give up odd man rushes up and down the ice. It's a 1-0 hockey game with a power play goal is the difference. So, we just have to stay with the course. Like I said, some of the looks we had 5-on-5, some of the looks we had on the power play, they were puck bouncing, and we had 2-on-0s in front, 2-on-1s in front. We weren't able to corral it and put it in the net, but like I said, you have to push through a bad bounce or two. You have to push through, some of that, puck luck, so to speak, and you'll find your opportunity. And credit to those guys; they're playing a structured game, and they're playing a good hockey game. And the flip side is, so are we. We're just not getting the reward at the moment.
What is Williams doing so well for them right now?
He's stopping a lot of pucks.
Anything in particular?
He's a reflex goalie, so he's not a huge kid, but at the end of the day, he's finding ways to come up with big saves at big moments. I thought Thomas Scholl had some timely saves as well, and it's the same thing. You can nitpick and you can look at things, but he's seeing the puck well right now. We have to continue to get around that paint. We have to continue to make his life difficult, but I thought we did a much better job of that tonight. So you have to tip your hat off to the kid. He played a good hockey game.
What adjustments, if anything, offensively did you guys make now?
Well, we made adjustments period to period, and we were executing some of the new things we wanted to try, and we generate some great looks off them. So that's where the positive is we're generating looks, and like I said, if we were outside the dots all night, if we weren't handling pucks, if we weren't involved in the offensive opportunities, there'd be a cause for concern. But the fact that we're still generating the looks that we've generated all year, we're generating the numbers in the right areas, we're on the right side of battles. You have to stay the course. If you start overthinking it or gripping it tight, it makes it that much tougher. So you got to take a breath. The good news is you can't win 4 games in one day, right? So you try and show up and you try and earn an opportunity to win the first period, and then that's how you take it.
along those lines. You said, one game at a time all season is what you said.
Yeah.
How important is that now in this situation?
Well, when you look at our group, there hasn't been quit all year. I think our first win at home of the year, I think we were down 5-1 going into the third period against Utah, and we came back to win 6-5. So when you see some of the resiliency in this group, that's what excites me. I think there was a game, you'd have to tell me, CC, but I think what game in playoffs we were down 4-1, and then we came back to win that game 5-4. So, it's no different in a series, mindset. The good news is, you don't have 18 minutes or 15 minutes to try and score 4 goals. We have 60 minutes of a 0-0 start. We'll have fresh legs. We'll have a fresh mindset. And you got to come out and attack the game. And, that's not doing things out of the ordinary. You can't just send 5 guys in on a puck and think you're going to score 6 goals in one shift. You got to chip away. And that'll be our mindset. And, we have the locker room that can do that.
I believe that was Game 4 of the first round. Any changes to the special team units going into Game 4?
I thought they generated a lot. I mean, in this round, going into this game, we were at 25% power play. If you accumulate the first round, those numbers weren't, where you'd want them. In fact, our numbers in the first round of the power play were low. We're not looking at them because you win 4 out of 5 games. But first 2 games of the Tulsa series, we were 25%. We only got 1 power play in Game 2, and we went 1 for 1. So if you start, the special teams are easy to look at, right? Because everyone can open a stat sheet and go, hey, let's look at the broad picture. We've played, 8 games. Let's just look at the broad picture. But you got to go a little small picture and look a little deeper. And the special teams are no different than what we're seeing on the 5-on-5. We're doing a lot of things right. We're not getting the final reward. The penalty kill. I mean, geez, we have guys selling out. We have guys in good spots, and our penalty kill right now is 66% in this series. It's we're a team historically over the last several years. We run a PK around 85, 86, and our guys are performing at an 85, 86 PK right now. They're just not getting the final result, and that's one of those things that it gets a little frustrating. And but that's where we got to keep our chins up, because the second you deviate, you're not going to correct it. We stay with the process. We know how to PK. The power play was outstanding tonight. They got no goals. So you don't have magic plays. In pro hockey, we know what they're running. They know what we're running. But I thought we generated some great A's. And the big thing is it carried into our 5-on-5 play, and our momentum was there today. We were on our toes. We were up in the O-zone, and we didn't have too many extended D-zone coverage shifts. As I said, the final result is the only thing missing at the moment, and that's what gives us some bright light. That's what gives us hope, is that we're playing too good to be denied, and we have too much character to be denied. So tomorrow's a new day. We'll dust ourselves off and expect a good performance.